Hello friends, myself Dr. Anuradha Sharma and today we will discuss Core Booster series of 50 most important questions with answers from the chapter Biological Classification. This Core Booster series is very important for your NEET 2021 and 22 as the questions have been taken from previous year's question papers. So here comes the first question. Identify around the structure A in this diagram. The options are heterocyst, mucilaginous sheath, cyanobacteria, and last option is ATP. Now in this diagram, we have to identify the structure A. We know that the structure A is heterocyst. The function of heterocyst is that it helps in nitrogen fixation. It helps in atmospheric nitrogen fixation. So this structure is heterocyst. Second question is, which one of the following is a slime mold? Physarum, Thiobacillus, Anabaena, and Rhizopus. Now, among these, we know that Physarum, it belongs to phylum Amoebozoa and infraphylum Mycetozoa and class Myxogastria. This Physarum, often referred as many-headed slime, and is a slime mold that inhabits the shady, cool, moist areas such as decaying leaves and logs. So Physarum is the correct answer. Third question is, which of the following structure is not found in a prokaryotic cell? Now we know that there are two types of cell. One is prokaryotic cell and other is eukaryotic cell. Now, what is the difference between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell? In prokaryotic cell, the nuclear envelope and nucleus is not found, whereas in eukaryotic cell, there is nucleus and nucleus envelope. So the right answer is nuclear envelope, as nuclear envelope is not found in prokaryotic cell. Fourth question is, in amoeba and paramecium, osmoregulation occurs through pseudopodia. Second is nucleus. Third is contractile vacuole. And fourth is general surface. Now we know that contractile vacuole, which is present in amoeba and paramecium, they maintain the water balance of the cell. And this maintenance of water balance is known as osmoregulation. So this contractile vacuole is the correct answer. Next question is, which of the following components provides sticky character to the bacterial cell? The options are nuclear membrane, plasma membrane, glycocalyx, and cell wall. Now we know that this glycocalyx is the outermost mucilage layer of the cell envelope, and it consists of non-cellulosic polysaccharides, which is without or with proteins. Now, the main characteristic of this glycocalyx is that it gives sticky character to the cell. So, the sticky character of the cell is because of this glycocalyx. Next question is, we have to identify A, B, and C in this diagram. This is A, this is A, this is B, and this is C. Now we can see that from the options we can see that A is Euglena and B is Paramecium and C is this bacteria. It is Vibrobacteria. It is a type of bacteria that which is of comma shape. So C is Vibrobacteria. So first option, that is Euglena, Paramecium and Vibro, is the correct answer. Next question is, which among the following are the smallest living cells known without a definite cell wall, pathogenic to plants as well as animals, and can survive without oxygen? The options are Pseudomonas, Mycoplasma, Nostoc, and Bacillus. Now we know that these Mycoplasma, they are the smallest living cells and they are known without a definite cell wall. These are very pathogenic to plants and animals, and they can survive without oxygen. So this mycoplasma is the smallest living organism, and it is also known as PPLO, that is pleuropneumonia-like organism. So option B, that is mycoplasma, is the correct answer. Next question is, artificial system of classification was first used by Linnaeus, de Candolle, Pliny and Edler, Bentham and Hooker. Now, during the early period in taxonomy, only external morphology was observed to classify the plants and animals. Theophrastus gave the name and description of 480 plants in his book Historia Plantarum, which was based on their habitat. And Pliny the Elder introduced the first artificial system of classification in his book Historia Naturalis. So he classified into two categories, that is plants and animals. Next question is, the function of contractile vacuole in protozoa is, first option is locomotion, second is food digestion, third is osmoregulation, and fourth is reproduction. Now we have already discussed this type of question before, that in the function of contractile vacuole is osmoregulation, as it is essential for the removal of excretory substances, carbon dioxide, etc. And it is also very essential to regulate the water content, and this is known as osmoregulation. Next question is, what is indicating A to D in this figure? The four options are given, and different labels of A to D are given. We can see that this is the, now first we have to recognize the diagram. So by looking at the diagram, we can see that this is the diagram of virus. So we can see that this A, it represents sheath, B is collar, C is the head, and D is the tail fibers. So these are various parts of the virus. So option B, that is A sheath, B collar, C head, and T tail fiber is the correct answer. Next question is, which of the following are found in extreme saline condition? The options are eubacteria, cyanobacteria, mycobacteria, and archaebacteria. Archaebacteria, we know that these are able to survive in harsh conditions because of the presence of branched lipid chain in the cell wall, and this reduces the fluidity of the cell membrane. It includes halophiles, which are exclusively found in the saline environment. So this archaebacteria is the correct answer. Ciliates differ from all other protozoans in, first option is using flagella for locomotion, second having contractile vacuole, free-moving excess water, third is using pseudopodia for capturing prey, and fourth is having two types of nuclei. Now we know that these ciliates differ from other protozoans in having two types of nuclei, that is macronucleus and micronucleus. Example, paramecium, it has macronucleus, and macronucleus has separate function. It controls the metabolic activities as well as growth. And second is micronucleus, and micronucleus, it takes part in the reproduction. So these ciliates differ from protozoa in having two types of nucleus, that is macronucleus and micronucleus, as both have different types of function. Next question is, identify A and B shown in this figure. So in this figure, we have to identify B and A. Now, by looking at the figure, we can see that A is the capsid and B is RNA. This is showing the protein code of the virus. This diagram represents the protein code of virus. So option C is the correct answer. Next question is, in five kingdom classification, the main basis of classification is structure of nucleus, mode of nutrition, structure of cell wall, and last is asexual reproduction. Now, the five kingdom of classification is based on the following criteria. That is, first, complexity of the cell structure. Second is complexity of body structure. Third is mode of nutrition. Fourth is ecological lifestyles. And fifth is phylogenetic characteristic. So this option B, that is mode of nutrition, is the correct answer. Next question is, the motile bacteria are able to move by fibrillae, flagella, cilia, and last option is villi. We know that motile bacteria have thin filamentous extensions on their cell wall, which is known as flagella. And with the help of flagella, they are able to move freely. So flagella is the correct answer. Next question is, organisms called as methogens are most abundant in sulfur rock, cattle yard, polluted stream, and hot spring. These methanogens are archaebacteria and they are found in cattle yard and paddy fields. Next question is, which one of the following organisms are known as chief producers in the ocean? The options are dinoflagellates, second is diatoms, third is cyanobacteria, and fourth is euglenoids. Now we know that these diatoms, they are the most common form of phytoplankton in the ocean. They have pigment chlorophyll, and because of this chlorophyll, it helps in the photosynthesis. Since these are primary producers of aquatic food chain and marine ecosystem depends on them, they are also known as chief producers in the ocean. So these diatoms are known as chief producers in the ocean. Next question is, classification given by Bentham and Hooker is artificial, natural, phylogenetic, and last option is numerical. Now we know that this Bentham and Hooker gave natural system of classification. In this system of classification, all the important characteristics of the organism were considered, like regarding their natural relationship and maximum number of similarities, comparable differences with other groups. So these is the natural system. The answer is natural system of classification. Next question is, a system of classification in which a large number of traits are considered is artificial, synthetic, natural, and last is phylogenetic system relationship. Now we know that artificial system is based on comparison of one or few character, and a system based upon a large number of natural character is the natural system of classification. So answer C is the correct answer. Next question is, the cyanobacteria are often referred as protist, golden algae, slime molds, blue-green algae. These cyanobacteria are known as blue-green algae because they perform oxygenate photosynthesis, and they are also most successful autotrophic organisms on the earth. Next question is, which of the following are likely to be present in deep sea water? Eubacteria, blue-green algae, saprophytic fungi, and last is archaebacteria. Archaebacteria, they live in some of the most harsh habitats such as salty areas, hot springs, and methanogens, and they are found in deep sea water. So option D, that is archaebacteria, is the correct answer. Specialized cells for fixing atmospheric nitrogen in nostoc are akinetes, heterocyst, hormogonia, and nodules. Now we know that these heterocysts, they are large size, thick walled, specialized cells that occur in the terminal, intercalary, or lateral position in filamentous cyanobacteria, example nostoc. They have an enzyme nitrogenase and they are specialized to perform to biological nitrogen fixation. So this heterocyst is the correct answer. Next question is, viroids differ from viruses in having first DNA molecules without a protein code, second is RNA molecules with a protein code, third is RNA molecules without protein code, and fourth is DNA molecules with protein code. These viruses are pre-RNA particles that lack the protein code. They are infectious agents and they are very smaller than viruses. So option C is the correct answer. Next question is, phylogenetic classification is based on utilitarian system, habitats, overall similarities, and common evolutionary descent. Now, the first phylogenetic system of classification was proposed by Egler and his associates Prandtl in monograph Die Naturlichen Familien. In this classification, organisms are divided on the basis of evolutionary sequences and genetic relationship. Hence, this system is highly dynamic, not static. So option D is the correct answer. Next question is, the most abundant prokaryotes helpful to human in making curd from milk and in the production of antibiotics are ones categorized as cyanobacteria, archaebacteria, chemosynthetic autotrophs, and last option is heterotrophic bacteria. Now, the most abundant prokaryotes which are helpful in humans in making curd from milk and in the production of antibiotics are heterotrophic bacteria. An example is lactobacillus, which is responsible for conversion of milk into curd. How many organisms in the list given below are autotrophs? Lactobacillus, Nostoc, Chyra, Nitrosomas, Nitrobacter, Streptomycetes, Saccharomycetes, Trypanosomas, Porphyra, and Volpia. So among these, we can see that there are 6 autotrophs. And what are autotrophs? Autotrophs are organisms that are able to make energy containing organic molecules from inorganic raw material by using sunlight. So autotrophs among this list are Nostoc, Chyra, Porphyra, Volpia. These are the phototrophs, while these nitrosomas and nitrobacter, these are chemoautotrophs. The most abundant prokaryotes helpful to humans in making curd from milk and in the production of antibiotics are ones categorized as cyanobacteria, archaebacteria, chemosynthetic autotroph, and heterotrophic bacteria. We have already discussed this type of question. The answer is heterotrophic bacteria. An example is lactobacillus. It converts milk into curd. Next question is, Thermococcus, Methanococcus, and Methylobacterium exemplify archaebacteria that contain protein homologous to eukaryotes, archaebacteria that lack histones resembling those found in eukaryotes, bacteria whose DNA is relaxed, and last is bacteria that contain a cytoskeleton and ribosomes. So these among these, the first option is the correct answer, that is archaebacteria that contain protein homologues to eukaryotic core protein. Next question is, which of the following secretes toxins during storage condition of crop plants? Aspergillus, Penicillium, Fusarium, and Colicotrichum. Aspergillus flavus, it produces carcinogenic fungus toxin which is known as aflatoxin. And this is produced during the storage condition of the crop plant. So answer option first, that is Aspergillus, is the correct answer. Next question is, the most thoroughly studied fact of the known bacterium plant interaction is first, cyanobacterial symbiosis with some aquatic ferns. Second, gall formation on certain angiosperms by agrobacterium. Third is nodulation of Sesbania stems by nitrogen fixing bacteria. And fourth is plant growth stimulation by phosphate solubilizing bacteria. Now, this phenomena has been successfully used in genetic engineering to produce these disease-resistant variety of plant. So the answer is gall formation on certain angiosperms by Agrobacterium. Next question is, the chief advantage of encystment to an amoeba is the chance to get rid of accumulated waste product. Second is the ability to survive during adverse physical condition. Third, the ability to live for some time without ingesting food. And fourth is protection from parasites to predators. Now this encystment, this enables the zygote to survive under adverse condition or unfavorable condition wherein it lies where it can be dormant. So this option B is the correct answer. Next question is, which bacteria is utilized in gobar gas plant? Methanogens, nitrifying bacteria, ammonifying bacteria, and denitrifying bacteria. We know that methanogens occur in marshes and also in the dung, and they produces methane gas under anaerobic condition, and this is utilized in the production of gobar gas plant. So option A, that is methanogens, is the correct answer. Next question is, bacterial leaf blight of rice is caused by species of Xanthomonas, Pseudomonas, Alternaria, Irvinia. Now this bacterial leaf blight of rice is caused by species of Xanthomonas. Mature rice plants are infected by these bacteria, and lessons begins as water-soaked stripes on the leaf blades, and eventually it increases in length and width, and the plant becomes yellow to grayish white until the entire leaf dries up. So this option A, Xanthomonas, is the correct answer. Next question is, what is true for cyanobacteria? Oxygenic with nitrogenase, oxygenic without nitrogenase, non-oxygenic with nitrogen, and last is non-oxygenic without nitrogenase. Now these cyanobacteria, they are oxygenic photoautotrophs. Many members perform the nitrogen fixation. So first option is the correct answer. One of the major components of cell wall of most fungi is cellulose, hemicellulose, chitin, and peptidoglycan. Now we know that the cell wall of fungi, it contains chitin or fungal cellulose along with other polysaccharides, lipids, proteins, and a number of substances. So chitin is the correct answer. Which of the following is not correctly matched for organism and its cell wall degrading enzyme? First option is plant cells with cellulose, algae with methylase, fungi with chitase, and bacteria with lysozyme. Now we know that algae is a plant, so its cell wall is made up of cellulose, and cellulose enzyme is needed for degradation of the cell wall. So option B is not correctly matched answer. Next question is, the main difference in gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria resides in their cell wall, cell membrane, cytoplasm, and flagella. Now, gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria, they are separated on the basis of their cell wall composition. Kristen Gram, which was a scientist, on the basis of staining behavior of the cell wall with the gram stain, grouped bacteria into two categories, that is gram-positive and gram-negative. The bacteria which retained blue to purple color after staining were regarded as gram-positive, and Bacillus subtilis, which loses blue color, is gram-negative. So these are the two types of bacteria, and gram staining was based on the composition of the cell wall. In prokaryotes, the genetic material is first linear DNA with histones, second circular DNA with histones, linear DNA without histones, and circular DNA without histones. In prokaryotes, we know that nuclei consist of double-stranded circular DNA without histone protein. Black rust of wheat is caused by Puccinia, Ustilago, Albugo, and Phytophthora. Now, this black stem rust is caused by Puccinia graminis triticale. The genus Puccinia includes 700 species which cause rust disease of many economic plants such as wheat, barley, oats, etc. So Puccinia is the causal organism of black rust of wheat. Next question is transfer of genetic information from one bacterium to another in transduction process is through first is conjugation, second bacteriophages released from the donor bacterial strain, third is another bacterium, and fourth is physical contact between donor and recipient strain. Now this transfer of genetic material or information from one bacterium to another by physical contact is known as conjugation. While it takes place by some other medium like virus, it is known as transduction. So option B is the correct answer because it is taking place with the help of bacteriophages. Next question is photosynthetic bacteria have pigments in leucoplast, chloroplast, chromoplast, and last option is chromatophores. Now these chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast are the type of plastids which are found in higher plants. Chloroplast contain green color pigment, chromoplast contain colored pigment, and leucoplast are colorless and they store starch granules. So photosynthetic bacteria have pigments in their chromatophores. Next question is a few organisms are known to grow and multiply at temperature 100 to 105 degrees centigrade. They belong to marine archaebacteria, thermophilic sulfur-bacteria, hot spring blue-green algae, or thermophilic subaerial fungi. Now, these are archaebacteria which can tolerate high temperature because in archaebacteria, there are certain bacteria which can grow at high temperature, that is 100 to 105 degrees centigrade. Next question is the heredity material present in bacterium E. coli is single-stranded DNA, deoxyribose sugar, double-stranded DNA, and single-stranded RNA. In E. coli, we know that double-stranded DNA is present. So option C is the correct answer. Temperature tolerance of thermal blue-green algae is due to first option is cell wall structure, second is cell organization, third is mitochondrial structure, and fourth is homopolar bonds in their protein. Now, some of the blue-green algae, they can tolerate extreme of temperature due to presence of gelatinous sheath and compactness of protein molecule in their protoplasm. So the D option is the correct answer. Next question is nitrogen fixer soil organism belong to which class? First is mosses, second is bacteria, third is green algae, fourth is soil fungi. Now, only some bacteria and blue-green algae have the capacity to fix atmospheric nitrogen. Bacteria like Azotobacter, Rhizobium, Franklin, etc. and blue-green algae like Nostoc, Oxydoria, Anabina, etc. can fix atmospheric nitrogen. So this option B, that is bacteria, is the correct answer. E. coli is used extensively in biological research as it is first easily cultured, second easily available, third easy to handle, and fourth is easily multiplied in host. E. coli, it lives as symbiote in human intestine, so it can be easily cultured. So first option, that is easily cultured, is the correct answer. Genophore or bacterial genome or nucleotide is made up of histones and non-histones, RNA and histones, a single double-stranded DNA, and a single-stranded DNA. Now, this bacterial genome or nucleotide, it is made up of single circular double-stranded DNA without histone protein as it is prokaryotic organism. The genome contains some 100 chemical sites or loci, and these locus contains in E. coli contains about 4,000 genes. So option C, that is a single double-stranded DNA, is the correct answer. Next question is bacteria lack alternation of generation because there is neither syngamy nor reduction division. Second is distinct chromosomes are absent. Third, no conjugation. And fourth is no exchange of genetic material. In bacteria, we know that asexual reproduction, it occurs through binary fission and it is most common method of multiplication. Sexual reproduction, which comprises of syngamy and meiosis, is entirely absent. Hence, there is no gamete formation take place. In sexually reproducing organism, alternation of generation occurs. So, option A is the correct answer. Next question is oxygen is not produced during photosynthesis by green sulfur bacteria. Second is nostoc. Third is cycus. Fourth is Kyra. Now this green sulfur bacteria, they do not have the ability to use water as electron donor. Instead, they perform photosynthesis using sulfide. Therefore, they do not evolve oxygen during photosynthesis. So first option is the correct answer. Next question is which one belongs to Monra? First option is amoeba, second is E. coli, third is Giladium, and fourth is Pyrogyra. Now, Whitaker in 1969 divided organism into 5 kingdoms: Monra, Protista, Plantae, Fungi, and Animalia. Kingdom Monra includes all the prokaryotes like Mycoplasma, bacteria, actinomycetes, blue-green algae, archaebacteria, and methogens. Escherichia, it is a bacteria, amoeboid, gelatinum. They come under Protista. Spirogyra is the algae. So option B is the correct answer. So please like, share and subscribe my channel so that we can bring more videos for your revision.